morning, my friends. Welcome to today's day in the life. I'm super excited to vlog today because my father-in-law is here helping with Rowan, so I'm gonna have more time to do fun stuff, which is awesome because honestly, it's been a tough couple of weeks with Rowan since we got back from vacation. I feel like the toddler tantrums have really started in full force and he's testing the boundaries, and there's been a lot of screaming and it's been trying my patience. So today we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna go thrifting, show you guys my outfit. It's actually pretty chilly today. It's like 58 right now, I think. So I'm wearing this long dress. My friend Mackenzie actually gave this to me. It's vintage and it's so sweet. I love the pattern. Sweet little green floral. And then I put this white top from Breath of Youth that I've been wearing all season over it. Threw on a little belt. Got my little golden locket on. Feeling pretty good. I always feel better when I get ready for the day. And I've really been liking the new hairstyle. Took me a while to come around to it, but I don't know, I feel like now when I look at pictures with the side part, I feel like I look much younger, which I'm still at a point in my life where I don't necessarily want to look younger. I just want to look my age. So liking the middle part. But the most exciting house update and the reason we're going to the thrift store is that our couch came. We ordered this in April. We've been waiting for 4 months, but it was so worth it. It's so pretty. I absolutely love it. It's from Interior Define and it's custom, so I designed it. So it's this like square sectional. The fabric is really pretty. I'll show you. It's like this heathered cream and tan. And then I got these washed linen pillows in this throw from Target. I think this room looks so nice and cozy, but it's kind of off balance right now because we want to get a chair for like right over here, like kind of right in front of where the activity center is. Sorry if you can hear toys or one's playing. So that's why we're going to go thrifting, because I'm going to see if I can find a chair and a little side table. It's a long shot. It'll probably be a long search, but might as well get it started. Super excited about the couch. And that also means that we were able to take the couch that was in there and complete this room. So I'm really excited about that too, because this was one of the first rooms I designed in this house. And I really like the way that it turned out. It's so dark in here today. Okay, I'm attempting to take the small Hyundai, which honestly hasn't been driven regularly in a long time, so I don't even know if it'll start. Let me pull out my directions first, just in case, wishful thinking. Hey, it started. Now let's see if I can get down my driveway safely. There goes nothing. Oh, trash can. Cool. Okay, please stand by. All right, trash can's moved. My father-in-law came out to help because he saw me struggling. Appreciate that. Okay, we've got liftoff again. Don't have a backup cam, but he's telling me I'm okay. What is that noise? All right, we're on the street. We did it. All right, we made it. That was a success. So I'm at Goodwill because I know I've mentioned this a million times, but heck, if you didn't know, Goodwill often sells Target stuff that's like going out of season, or like the floor display models. That's where I got one of the chairs in our front room. And yeah, I thought I would try my luck. I'll probably have to come quite a few times before I find something. Who knows? I could get luck manifesting that energy. But I thought I would also look at like sweaters and cardigans and maybe even some fall decor. I just haven't been thrifting in a while, and I have a purpose with like furniture. I think I'm probably more likely to find a side table than a chair, but we'll see. Thrifting we go. Okay, so for some weird reason, my mic didn't record audio for just this one clip. So here I am explaining that I finished at the thrift store and I scored in the clothing department. So I first got this little picnic basket for $2.99, which was obviously not clothing. But then I went into the baby section, and actually the toddler section, I should say. And I found this Quincy May outfit for Rowan that I was so excited about, because Quincy May is a really expensive brand. And I got a whole outfit that that like has the tag still on it for $8, which is absolutely insane. So that was like a gasp moment in the thrift store. And then as I was walking out, I looked in the fashion focus section and I found this Madewell midi skirt that is the exact same one that I've been looking at on their website for like probably the last 2 years. And it's new with tags and it's $98 at Madewell, which is why I've never bought it because that's insane. But I got it for $15 at the thrift store. So I was really excited about that. And I was so hyped on finding good things that I actually decided to go to a second thrift store. So we headed out to go to the second one. This Goodwill is really small, so I didn't find anything, but that's totally fine. I'm still really excited about the stuff that we found at the first store. And now I'm going to stop by my favorite coffee shop, which is Candor Coffee, to pick up some more coffee beans because we're out. And I think I also need to stop at the library because I have a couple books on hold. So that's what we're going to do now. Nice cozy little afternoon, and then we'll head home. Okay, back home. I wasn't able to go to the library because I used Google Maps to navigate there, and it was like, the library's closed until 1 p.m. So I guess I'll have to go another day, but I didn't get the coffee. This is what I grabbed. It's the Olympia Coffee El Salvador La Palma with flavors of dark chocolate, cherry, and hazelnut. So excited to try that. I ordered some stuff for the living room and it was supposed to get delivered today, but I just checked my phone and it's been delayed. So the rug that's in there right now, the white one that we've had for a while, that's not gonna stay in there. We're gonna put that in a different room because I think white couch, white rug is too much. And I got this rug that's kind of like, it's like it almost is like the color of jute. You guys know I love jute rugs. But it's like a cotton low pile rug and it's got like a grid on it, which I thought was very cool and will be nice and cozy for fall and winter. So I'm waiting on that. Like I said, I'm hunting for a chair. I also ordered another blanket that hopefully should come later today. At least that should be on time. I'm in the mood to do some sprucing for the house. So I think we're gonna do our Cricut project now. And I wanna say a big thank you to Cricut for sponsoring this portion of today's video. So I'll show you guys what we're working on. I picked up these really cute like grayish storage containers at IKEA the other day, and I want to use them in the pantry, but they're kind of plain. So I think I'm going to make some vinyl labels for these. So this is what the storage containers look like just as I got them. They're called the Baromlig containers at IKEA, and it's $8.99 for a set of 2 of them. And before I show you what you're gonna need for this project, I wanna give you a little preview of how it turns out. So you can see the clips here, decide if you wanna make it yourself. So if you decide you wanna make this project, here's what you're gonna need. Transfer tape, your scraper tool, your IKEA Baromlig storage containers, your Cricut standard grip mat, some permanent vinyl in a color of your choice. I chose classic black, your weeding tool, and of course your Cricut machine. Okay, so I'm starting by booting up Design Space. And if you're not familiar with Design Space, it's the app that you use to design and cut out your Cricut projects. Sometimes I do design my Cricut projects in Illustrator and then just import them into here to cut them out. But since this is a text project, I'm just gonna do it directly in Design Space and make it super easy on myself because I can use the fonts from my computer. So I'm just gonna go to System, and this will show me all of my downloaded fonts. And I know I want something that's gonna be a serif font. What about this one? That one's kind of nice. I also like this one. This one's a little bit more whimsical. I like it, but I'm trying to decide if I'll get tired of it or not. I really like just like super classic that I know I'm gonna like forever. Okay, here we go. I like this one called Dubiel Plain. So we're gonna go with that. So actually this is pretty much the perfect size the way I have it for the big one. And then for the little one, drag that. I love that Design Space has the markers to show you exactly how big your design is gonna be. Now I'm second guessing my font choice. I changed my font. It's feeling a little finicky, but I do like this one. Then I'm gonna click Make It. So now that my design is all good, I'm just measuring out my vinyl, and I do have this kind of weird, awkward section left of this piece of black vinyl that's actually gonna be pretty much the perfect size for my project, which is awesome. Get that adhered to my mat. And I've got my Cricut connected to my computer via USB, and it's telling me to load my machine. Now we are all loaded, and I can click this button to start. take my weeding tool and pull up the excess on the background that I don't want in the final design. And I'm gonna carefully peel the transfer tape off of the backing, put it on top of my design. And I'm using the scraper tool to make sure that that vinyl is gonna adhere more to the transfer tape than to its original backing. And now I've essentially got a sticker that I can just stick onto here and then peel the front part off of. That looks good to me. So now I'm gonna, again, use my scraper tool. Here are our finished fruit and bread boxes. I love the way these turned out. These look really French country to me, which I absolutely love, because when I was looking for these in the store, I could only find ones that were really farmhouse, and that isn't really my style. So I love that I was able to just customize these to exactly what I wanted. And I also probably saved a lot of money, because if I had bought these like they are now, they probably would have been like $40. Big thank you again to Cricut for sponsoring that portion of today's video. Make sure you click the link in my description if you want to shop any Cricut machines or materials. I absolutely adore my Cricut. You probably know by now. I highly, highly recommend them. Matt just got home from his site visits and he brought Taco Bell, so I'm about to sit down and eat and get a little bit of work done. I know it's not great to work and eat at the same time, but time is so limited. And when I have free time, I would rather it be like really meaningful and get to like sit down and read a book and relax. So eating and working is something I can pretty easily multitask, so I do it probably more than I should. I'm working on a PDF for my Patreon that's coming out. Actually, it'll probably be up already by the time you guys see this. That's all of my baby essentials in a checklist from like 0 to 12 months with links to everything. So that's what I'm gonna be working on now, eating my burrito. Try to take advantage of Pops being here to babysit for as long as I can. Oh, thank you, I love you.
Have you kissed you yet? I love you.
I love you. Have you eaten?
I'm eating right now.
Okay. Come say hi to the vlog, Rowan. Come say hi. Hey, look, you got a camera too. Oh, come here. Oh, it's about 1:30 now. Pop's headed home. Mr. Rowan and I are just playing, huh? I've got my camera. He's got his camera. I love you. He bonked his head yesterday on the patio, which was very sad. So if you see a little scratch on his forehead, that's why. It wasn't too bad, but it was still not fun, huh? I love him. Part of my day so far. I've got a slideshow on my home of pictures of him. Every time you press the button, it changes the photo. Oh no, let's not do an SOS. Let's not do an SOS. Look, there's that baby again. So our Amazon order just came with the blanket that I was talking about. Here it is. It's like a bubble gauze kind of material with fringe. I honestly thought it was going to be a much darker color than this. I think it's too similar to the pillows to be used as a throw. Maybe on the blanket ladder? I don't know, let's try it. So here's what it looks like on the blanket ladder. I'm trying to catch a vibe, but I'm having a hard time. I don't know. It's like almost the exact same color as our throw pillow, and online it looked like a much darker brown. What do you guys think? Let me know. Can you show me how you blow kisses? Say mwah. I just put Rowan down for his second nap, so I'm just chilling here on the couch, wrapped under a blanket. It feels like fall today. which I have mixed feelings about. I used to love fall. I used to be like, oh, fall is definitely my favorite season. It's so cozy. But now living up here in Seattle, it kind of just feels like the start of seasonal depression, which is such a bummer. It's like, I don't mind the cold and I do like the cozy, but what gets to me is the light. Like, it's so dark. Not right now, but like during fall and winter that it's super hard to film and like have good looking nice content, but it also just like, I don't know, it's a bummer when you don't see the sun for so long. So I'm excited for fall a little bit in spite of myself, but I'm also definitely not trying to rush the end of summer. Technically, we still have like a month of summer left, like on the calendar. I was thinking I could go to the library to get my books that I have on hold while Rowan's sleeping, but one thing that I really, really want and need to work on is taking him out of the house by myself, because I've been feeling so stuck in a rut recently of just like the same routine day in, day out, and wake windows feeling so long. And I think that if I were to get out and like actually do some activities with him, it would help. But because, you know, I haven't really known motherhood outside of a pandemic, that terrifies me, and taking him out solo is like, I can't bring myself to do it a lot of the time. So I think I might wait until he wakes up and try to take him with, because it would be a pretty easy trial run because the library's not that far away. I'm just going in to get the books that are on hold and return the one that I just read, so it wouldn't be too long. Hopefully it goes well. Wish me luck. I'm in the middle of reading the Air Awakens series by Issaquah. I guess I shouldn't say in the middle because there are 5 books and I've read 4 of them, so I'm almost done. But it's been good. It's definitely like, it feels more young adult than some of the other series that I've read recently. I actually counted last night and I've read 18 books in the last 2 months, some of which were like 700 or 800 pages, which is just nuts. But that's what I've been doing with all of my free time because it's been a good escape from reality. So yeah, I have the last book of that series to pick up, and I'm also picking up The Cruel Prince, which I've heard very mixed reviews of, so I'll let you guys know what I think of that. It's, you know, another enemies to lovers fantasy romance with a strong female lead, which is kind of my MO. Matt and I are also rereading Harry Potter right now, or rather, I guess I should say he's reading it because he's reading it out loud to me at night before we go to bed, which is really fun and sweet and very, very cozy. And we have the projector set up in our bedroom too, so we can watch the movies. I get into like a Harry Potter phase every year around fall, and since we just went to Wizarding World, it's like amplified, I think. It's so funny. I posted on my Instagram and asked what everybody thought my Hogwarts house was. And I was surprised by the results because it was overwhelmingly Hufflepuff. And I get it because I think my aesthetic is very, very Hufflepuff. But personality-wise, I don't know. Well, I take the Pottermore test, and I've taken it a few times, and I've taken the version online that has all the possible questions from that, like all in one quiz. More often than not, I get Gryffindor, with usually Hufflepuff as my secondary, but I've gotten all 4 houses. I've taken it quite a few times because I've just never known like what my Hogwarts house would be. I feel like if you asked me to describe my personality, I would be like, well, I'm really hardworking, which is Hufflepuff, ambitious, which is Slytherin. I think I'm pretty smart and clever. Like growing up, I was always like, academics were my focus, which is kind of Ravenclaw. I love me some attention, and I can be kind of like brave to the point of being foolish, which is Gryffindor. So I feel like my personality is pretty evenly split between all 4 of them. So I don't know. I like to joke that I'm a Griffin puff. I think if I could choose, I like Hufflepuff. Gives me like comfort vibes. It's like almost a comfort character, but a whole house. But I think I'm probably Gryffindor. I don't know. I can see all 4 of them in me. If you don't like Harry Potter, you're probably watching this so bored right now. Also, I guess Harry Potter is chuggy now. Whatever. I still love it. I don't even care. I got rid of my side part, so hopefully Gen Z will be appeased. This is really just like become a life chat because I have so many thoughts. I was just thinking about like being chuggy and Gen Z and millennials and all of that. And I was thinking, if anybody else is in my age range, I'm 25, do you feel like overnight you became too old? Because I feel like most of my life it was like, oh, you're too young, you're so young, like, oh, you've got so much time. And then like literally overnight, I feel like I became old and irrelevant. And it's probably not entirely true and not entirely fair, but like I feel kind of a little bit out of touch. Like what the kids are doing, and I don't know. I think it depends too on what stage in your life you're at, because I have friends who are my age who are like very plugged into like the Gen Z culture and they like know all of the things, and then I have friends my age who are like me, like married in houses with babies, and we you know, can be a little chuggy sometimes, and that's fine. But it's just crazy to me that it was like, was there ever the right age? Was I ever the right age? Because it feels like I just went from being told I was too young to being told that I was too old. All of a sudden I started seeing memes of like, I was born in 1996, can I be like in Gen Z? And everybody being like, ew, gross, you're old. I was like, what the heck? I've always been like the young one in our friend group since Matt is older than me. I don't know, man. I think at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. I think like when I think of like the boomer generation that millennials make fun of a lot, you think of like live, laugh, love, and like roosters in the kitchen and all of that. To us, that feels what the Gen Z people are saying is chuggy about us. But I think that as you get older, you just like stop caring. As like, especially like a teenager, like in your late teens, it's easy to like find identity and like feel cool by disliking something and like trying to feel popular and like in the moment by condemning something else. And I think when you get to a certain age, you just like don't care anymore, and you've got your community and you're pretty like cemented with your friends and your family, and you're not trying to impress everybody so much anymore. So you're not outwardly like, oh, look at that person, like they're doing something so embarrassing and outdated. I don't know, this has gone off on a tangent. Just sharing thoughts with you guys. I feel like it's been a while since I've sat down and just chatted and not been like doing an activity. Rowan took a pretty good nap this morning, so this will probably be a short one. Honestly, I'm either just gonna like lay down and watch YouTube, or I'm gonna take a nap. So see you guys when he gets up and we go to the library. First nap on the new couch accomplished. I actually did manage to fall asleep, which is a miracle because I have a really hard time napping. Mr. Man took a nap too, and oh my gosh, I just got him up and it was like the cutest thing I've ever seen. I'll see if I can pull footage off of our baby monitor to show you. But I went in to get him because he was just kind of babbling. And I went in to get him and he smiled so big. He was so happy to see me. But then he didn't want to get out of his crib. He just wanted to snuggle his stuffed animals. So he kept just like down onto the mattress. Oh, you can snuggle your hippo. That's so nice. Big hug. Oh, and the otter too. You can bring Mr. Hippo with us. You want to bring Mr. Hippo downstairs? It was so sweet. So he played that little game for a few minutes before we came down, and now he's having a snack before we go to the library. Can you say snack? Yeah. Good job. Rowan, I love you so much. Okay, Rowan's in his very fancy car seat. After the second car accident, our insurance was basically like, get whichever one you want. So we got this, which is called the Kleck Foonf. And it's beautiful, but more importantly, it's like so safe. It's like, they call it the tank. Are you ready to go to the library? Yeah, you got Mr. Hippo? Let's go.
I was never the one to write up a song for just anyone. I was always the one to find myself lost in old conversations. Cause I've always been told that things will unfold if you keep on waiting. But then you came along and proved me all wrong. I was so mistaken. Cause you glue all the pieces.
Hey dude, we did it. This has kind of been the story since we got in the car to come home. There was a little bit of screaming and crying, but you know what? We survived it. I know it might sound silly, but taking him out solo this week, even for 20 minutes like I just did, was one of my top 4 goals for the week, because I've just got to get through the anxiety so that I can take him places and not... Hey. Hey, no hitting. No hitting. Can you ask for what you want? You can't have the camera. I'm very sorry. Anyways, we survived So I thought that I had the Last Heir Awakens book on hold, and it turns out I didn't, so I'm gonna have to rent it as an ebook. But I have Kingdom of Flesh and Fire, which is the second book in the Blood and Ash series, and I haven't read Blood of Ash either, so again, ebook. I'll probably have to buy that one because it's got a super long wait list at the library. And then I got The Cruel Prince, and then I saw on the displays in the front, the like choice reads one, this People We Meet on Vacation, which first of all, I think is brand new. This seems like nobody's ever read it before. So that's cool. I've heard really good things about both of those on like Book Talk and Instagram, so I'm excited to read those. And then for Rowan, we picked up Good Night, My Darling Baby, Forest, Ready for Pumpkins, which I thought would be very cute for fall. And I think this one's my favorite. It's called The Little Gardener. So we will have those to read over the next couple of weeks. Book. We are about to go on our family walk, and then we'll come back and do dinner and bed and the whole shebang. So I'm gonna end the vlog here, but thank you guys so much for watching. We love you, and we will see you in the next one. Can you say bye-bye? Or are you blowing kisses? Say mwah. Good job. Bye, guys.